Good morning, girls. Today let us discuss what are the training methods and evaluation system as far as HRM is concerned. Training in a simple nutshell, training is the act of increasing the knowledge and skill of an employee for doing a particular job. Training is nothing but a short-term educational process of utilizing a systematic and organized procedure by which employee learn technical and training skills for a definite purpose. So, as far as the training is concerned, once after the means an employee is selected, training will be given because organizations feel that training improves the changes, molds the employee's knowledge, skill, their behavior, aptitude, and attitude towards the requirements of the job or the organization. Thus, in brief, we can say training bridges the difference between the job requirements and employees' present satisfactions. Let us see how many methods of this training are there. So we can broadly discuss as a result of research in the field of training, a number of programs are available. Some of these are new methods while others are improving over the traditional methods. The training programs or training methods commonly used are divided into two varieties, that is on the job methods and off the job methods. Let us see one by one. On the job methods and off the job methods. Coming to the on-the-job methods, the first one is job rotation. So here in this type, job rotation training involves nothing but the movement of the trainee from one job to another. The trainee receives the job knowledge and gains experience from his supervisor in each different job assignments. That is what is meant by job rotation. Next one is coaching. The training will be placed under a particular supervisor who functions as a coach in training and the individual. The supervisor provides a feedback to the trainee on his performance and offers valuable suggestions for his improvement. This is what is meant by coach. Next, job instruction. This method is also known as training through step-by-step. Means under this method, trainer explains the trainee why the way or what is the way of doing job, what is job knowledge, what is the skill, and in what way he allows him to do the job. The trainer appraises the performance of the trainee and provides feedback, information, and corrects if the trainee is needed it. And the next one will be committee is a committed assignments. This is nothing but appraisement, or that also can be means apprenticeship will also be. You can say this one. Under this committee assignment, a group of trainees are asked to solve an actual organizational problem. The trainees solve the problem jointly and it develops a teamwork. We can say committee assignments are nothing but, here we can say it's a teamwork, and committee assignments are nothing but a group of trainees, a group of individuals sitting together, evaluate the trainees' assessment and develops a particular method. Next, coming to discuss what are the off-job methods. So, till now, whatever we have discussed on the job methods. Girls, let me tell you, off-the-job methods or on-the-job methods are nothing but, don't get confused. On-the-job methods are in the presence of the trainee. Off-the-job methods are in the absence of the trainee. Means off-the-job methods are the training methods where trainee is separated from the job situation and his attention is to focus upon learning and the material related to his future job performances. Means there is an absence between the trainee and the training person. So there are so many opportunities for freedom of expression to the trainees. Let us see what are the off-job training promulgated methods. Vestibule method. Vestibule method, first method is nothing but actual work conditions are stimulated in a classroom. Material, files and other written equipment, those are used in actual job performances, are also used in this type of training. This particular type of training is commonly used for training personnel for clerical and semi-skilled jobs. We can say this job duration training ranges from weeks to days. And coming to next one, role playing. Role playing method is nothing but it's defined as a method of human interaction that involves the realistic behavior in imaginary situations. This method is training involves action, doing, practice, etc. The participants play a role of certain characters such as production manager, mechanical engineer, superintendent, maintenance engineer, quality control personnel, foremen, etc. This method is mostly using for developing personal impersonal interaction relations. Next one, as we know, lecture method. Lecture method is a traditional and direct method of instruction. The instructor organizes the material and gives it a group of trainees. An advantage of lecture method, it is that direct can be used for a large trainee discussion, thus costs time and it will be reduced. Conference or discussion method. In this method, training the clerical, professional and supervisional personnel. This method involves a group of personnel who poses ideas, examine and share facts, ideas or data, test assumptions and draw conclusions. And programmed instruction. In the recent years, this method has become popular. The subject matter of these learned is presented in a series of carefully planned sequential units. These units are arranged for simple to more to complex instructions. The trainee goes through these units by answering questions or filling the blanks. And the next one can be computer assisted instructions. With the paradigm shifts in the information technology as well as computer software, detailed instruction along with the follow-up, tests, feedbacks, detailed trainees, queries, answered questions are incorporated in the computer assisted instruction programs. The trainees can learn at the time of their convenience. Added to this, the instructor even clarifies unusual queries of the trainees at an appointed time. So these were the most important methods of training. Next, let us see what is the need for training. The need for training arises with the first one, nothing but training is not something that is done for few new employees. It is even used continuously for running the establishment for the old employees also. So coming to the first one, to match the employee satisfactions with the job requirements and organizational needs. Training is needed to fill the gaps by developing and molding the employee's skills and knowledge, attitudes, behaviors, etc. to the tune of job requirements and organizational needs. The second one is organizational viability and the transformation process. This is nothing but the so-called, if the organization desires to adapt some sort of changes like environmental changes or organizational viability, influence and changes, first it has to train